Welcome to Foothills Firearm Factory. I'm your host. My name's Drew. And the first thing I always do is give thanks to God for letting me be here today. Man, I hadn't recorded anything all week, y'all. And it's not like I didn't have any opportunities. I've just been, I've just been getting to work late and not having time, But anyway, we are going to look at a few things. So, the first thing we're going to look at is my new belt buckle, man. You didn't know I was a cowboy, did you? Wow. Cowboy. Check it out, man. This is the North American Arms 50th anniversary NAA 22 belt buckle. Let's get a good look at this here. It's sweet. I am a sucker for some pearl grips, man. I just cannot get enough of them. Love them. So in case you ain't never seen one of these before, this is how it works. It's got this little, see this little doodad right here? That little thing. So it's like a, see how that works? It's just a little spring with a little doodad on there. So after you got the little doodad turned to the side there, see this is cut out on the back side. This is a magnet right here that holds this thing in. So you can push it from the rear or you can just pull it out. And then you got your little NAA. Check out that, man. It's got a little sweet little medallion on there. Look how cool that is. And I'm sure everybody probably knows how these work. You push the little pin right here, this little pin right here. You push that in, you pull that pin out, then you can take the cylinder out. I'm not going to do it because it's got all this embellishment on it, and knowing my luck, I'll mess something up. So, I thought this was pretty sweet. Somebody will have to have it, especially somebody that is a NAA fan. So yeah, I actually know a guy who wears one of these every day, man. Not this one, the older one, but he wears it every single day of his life. And whatever. Good on you if you want to wear one of these. I don't think I could stand it. That's a big old belt buckle. But anyway, I wanted you to see that one. Let's look at something else. Check it out. I don't think I did show this off. This is a circuit judge. I can't remember if I did or not. But it has a little short stubby stock. Look at this thing, man. Look how short this stock is. What is going on with this thing? Is this for a kid or what? It don't say youth model or anything. But, yeah, it's got a really little short stubby stock. Look how small that is. And it's got this little doodad in the back here where you can keep your shells, your backup shells right here. And you got a sweet little window where you can see what you got in there. Got your cylinder. You know what a circuit judge is. And for whatever reason, it's OD green. You know what? I got to take up for this store down the road here. I saw on the internet, now these are supposed to be my competitors, but I saw on the internet where somebody had complained saying that they sold them a used gun and claimed that it was a new gun. And they based that off of the fact that the cylinder had these, rings around it, the powder rings around it. Now, I promise you, this is a brand new gun. They come like that sometimes. Whenever they fire them at the factory, sometimes they don't just fire one round, I guess. I've got them in before where I was like, dadgum, how many times did they shoot this thing? But you get them like that from time to time just to kind of take up for them. Because, I'm sure people could say the same thing about some of the guns that I get. But I promise you, if I tell you it's used, it's used. If I tell you it's new, it's new. I ain't gonna lie to you. I sell a lot of used guns that I could easily sell for new guns, but I don't. Sometimes that happens. But, anyway, let's look at something else. All right, so I got a really cool gun that I've been meaning to show you and I keep forgetting. Now, this gun is going to stay in my personal collection. This will not be going anywhere. And I knew that when I bought it. So, this right here is a 1918 Colt / Springfield Armory 1911. This is a old gun. You can see right here, it says model 1911 U.S. Army. How cool is that? This is an old gun. See, it says United States property right here. On the other side, it's got all your patents. And then right here, it says Springfield Armory. You can see right here in the corner, this is your flaming bomb. So this is the original Springfield Armory, not the one that imports their guns from Croatia, which y'all know I like Springfield. But this is the original Springfield Armory, 1918, 1911. So the 1911s hadn't even been out long whenever they made this gun. So I think the grips are original, but I don't think that the magazine, it is a Colt magazine, but it's not a period correct one. And somebody had told me that they had a lot of issues. They were trying to shoot this gun and had a lot of feeding issues with the original mag. I wish I had it, because I'm going to have to buy another one, and they're about $100 or more. These had the lanyard loop on them. It's got the I don't know what you call that, the palm swell in them. See, it's checkered right there. And I know you're thinking, man, you said it was a Colt, man. Man, you said that was a Colt. I don't understand. Well, these guns, these were used in the old military. So these were used in the military back in the day, World War I. And a lot of times they were refurbished. They would take them in the armory, they'd strip them all down, and they'd put them together. They'd replace parts out of whatever gun, and they'd put them together. Well, this is one that was done that way, and it's got a Colt lower receiver or frame, and it's got a Springfield Armory slide. So if you go on Colt's website and you put in the serial number for this gun, it pops up and says 1918 U.S. property 1911. So this is a mixed match, but most of them are. It's very common to get a 1911 that has a different slide than the frame. Back in the day when they were used in combat. And actually, you know, you're probably thinking, man, that's a pretty rough looking old gun, man. That thing is not like the bestest looking gun ever. And there's a couple parts on it that, you know, that are probably replaced over the years. But it's actually in pretty good shape to be as old as it is. It's over 100 years old, y'all. I mean, it's pretty sweet. I like it. Was not cheap. So a gun like this usually sells, they're all over the place, but they're anywhere from $2,200 on up to $3,000. It just depends on, you know, how good a condition it is and all that stuff. But this one, I mean, you know, I've got quite a bit in it. I don't have, I could sell it for $22. You know, if I wanted to sell it and make a little profit, I could sell it for $22. I'm not going to tell you how much I have in it, but it ain't like the guy just gave it to me. So anyway, that's a cool gun. You know, I've already showed you in the past my 1927. So now I have the 1918 and a 1927. So my collection is growing. So that's going to be it for me for this week. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I didn't have a lot of new fancy guns come in this week, but I know I have some coming in next week. So I'll try to remember to catch them all, and we'll check out some new stuff next week. But until then, keep on keeping on, and have you good.